Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. In today's lecture, we will discuss stylistics and how does it differ from other branches of linguistics. Today we will discuss 4 points: definition of stylistics, key elements, how does it differs from other disciplines, and application of stylistics. If we talk about definition, stylistics is a branch of linguistics that delves into the study of style and language. Its emphasis is on how linguistic choices contribute to meaning, expression, and aesthetic effects. After definition, we will see the key elements that stylistics focuses on. Number one, language choice. Stylistics focuses on vocabulary, grammar, and grammatical choices and see how these choices contribute to overall style of a text. Second one is figurative language. Stylistics explores and analyzes the metaphors, similes, and personifications to see how the writer or speaker has made the meanings, literal meanings. Next one is rhetorical devices. Stylistics examines repetition, parallelism, antithesis, and their impact on language structure and effectiveness. How these rhetorical devices have been employed to convey effectful meanings or aesthetic values. Next one is register and tone. Register is basically the use of language in a particular context or with reference to profession or formality or informality. So stylistic discusses or analyzes the variations that are used in different situation or conditions to get different meanings and see and it also sees how tone influences the meaning or interpretations. Next one is pragmatics. Stylistics also considers the contextual aspects, including speaker intentions, audience expectations, and social context. It sees how writer or speaker has used some words in context to make different meanings or convince audience or give some static values or impression. Now we would see how does stylistic differ from other branches of linguistics. So linguistic is general overall study of language, whereas stylistics specializes in expressive and artistic aspects of language. It focuses how these language choices have been used to make an aesthetic aspects of language. Syntax, next to syntax. Syntax basically focuses on the sentence of structure, how sentence is formed. But stylistics sees how syntactic choices contribute to style and impact, how activization or passivization or different use of different uh, phrases or clauses have been used to make a different meanings. Next one is semantics. Semantic basically studies the technique, textual meanings or literal meanings or dictionary meanings of words, whereas stylistics focuses on consideration of these connotation, ambiguity, nuance, or variations of words, how they are used to make give meanings. Next one is pragmatics. Pragmatic is basically examine the meanings in a context, how the language has been used in a context, whereas stylistics emphasize on individual choice, creating unique styles. Next, social linguistics explores language in society, whereas stylistics focuses on individual choices within a particular language. Now, we will discuss what is the benefit of studying stylistics. How does it help us in practical life? Number one, literary analysis. If any person who has studied stylistics can understand authorial choices in literature, the way different writers apply different choices to create different meanings or give uh, produce aesthetic values or impression. Next, advertising and marketing. You know that advertising and marketing are used to attract the audience or customer. So the person who has studied stylistics can craft persuasive language to evoke the specific responses. He can understand or he can write specific language or words that can attract audience. Next, legal discourse. You know that every profession has its own specific kind of language. So if a person who has studied stylistics can analyze language in precision, formality, and persuasion, he can use or understand this language the way it is used to create specific impact. Next, political speeches. Politicians use language to persuade their audience to propagate their ideologies. A person who has studied stylistics can examine rhetorical and stylistic elements in political speeches, or he can understand and even can write a better way to convince or propagate ideology of the writer. So, if we conclude this today's lecture, so we have discussed what stylistics is and what are the key elements that are used to make meanings effective, or a stylistic studies the elements that were focus of stylistics, and how does it differs from other branches of linguistics and its applications. So stylistics study of stylistics enriches our understanding of language. We can understand, imply, or you can say comprehend language or language choices in a better way if we have studied stylistics. Thank you.